Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Lasse, to have a trust in me and invited me to offer this presentation for your midsummer feast festival. I am in Switzerland. It's one of the hottest days of the year, but I do remember well several years ago when I was in Sweden, I think, and I took part in one of your summer nights festivities. It was really wonderful, and I hope you're having the very same wonderful sense of light and warmth and life, really, that midsummer in the north offers to everybody. I do even remember that in the middle of the night I found myself walking inside the fountain, and I was so elated, and love affairs and joys and finding new friends. It was wonderful. So I hope you're having the same kind of feelings today. And let me apologize because Lasse sent me some questions, and I will try to answer those questions, but I will do that not in a direct but an indirect way. For the last many years, I've been dealing with governance of conserved and protected areas, which are the areas that exhibit ecological integrity for conserved areas, but also for protected areas, the areas that society in general, governments or indigenous peoples or communities really consider important and want to conserve and maintain in the long period. For quite some time I've dealt with two properties that now I consider sort of easier to discuss and to understand, and those are the properties of diversity and quality of governance. And I have here this book, if some of you is interested about it. This is a book I produced quite some years ago for the IUCN, but it's still available, Governance of Protected Areas, still available in 3 languages from the website of the IUCN. So if you're interested, let's go for that. But in the last couple of years, I've been dealing with another property of governance, which for me is much more difficult and much more interesting, more fundamental. And it has to do with the questions that Lasse sent to me. It has to do with the spirit of place and with the relationship between the place and the people who live there or take care of it. And this is vitality of governance. Now, for some of you who may be conservation professionals, it may be worthwhile to look at another video that I produced just recently, that I've been asked to offer during a webinar with some conservation organization. And I send it to you separately. If you are conceptually or professionally interested in vitality of governance, I would suggest you to go and check that one. But if you are not, let me substitute that presentation with something simpler in a way, and that every one of us can do, hopefully, which is to find a place where you know you're going to be not disturbed, in fact, in a relaxed and quiet place in nature. And I know that in the Nordic countries you have plenty of wonderful nature still, thank goodness, under the sun. But please take with you some glasses and some light scarf to cover your neck and your face, which should not be lying in the sun. It's not good for when you become a bit older like me to have been too much in the sun. So you may want to be there, take something nice to lie onto, and just get yourself without clothes. Just keep the scarf and the glasses and let the sun come through you. I know that many of you do it anyhow without even my suggestion, but if you could do it consciously and then sense the connection with the place and with your own self and the sun, And at that time, let three thoughts come to you. The first is life. The second is change, which is, by the way, something that always is together with life. And the third is meaning, which is something that we offer to life and change in unique ways as humans. Yes, you can consciously let these thoughts come to you and see what they offer to you, but if you let go and you merge with your feeling of being under the sun and being in nature, possibly these thoughts will become feelings for you. And this is what they give me. But I really think that you should all let it be whatever it is for you. But I hope one thing, that they give you an even happier and deeper feeling of this midsummer festival that you have, because it might be, after all, that we have been deceiving ourselves in considering nature and us separate, and perhaps this small exercise can give to all of us the feeling of unity that is the most wonderful gift that we can have. Unity with nature, unity with other people, unity with life. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful festivity. Ciao.